Do you ever walk into Dollar Tree, see that familiar $1.25 sign, and assume nothing has really changed, only to realize later, quietly, almost invisibly, that what you are getting today is not quite what it used to be? That subtle shift, that slow reduction in size, quality, or quantity, is not accidental. It is part of a larger pattern known as shrinkflation, and it is happening right in front of shoppers every single day. The tricky part is, most people focus only on the price. They see $1.25 and feel reassured. But experienced shoppers are paying attention to something else entirely. They are watching value, durability, and long-term usefulness. While others are reacting late, they are already moving early, picking up specific items that still offer real utility, before those items shrink, disappear, or quietly get replaced. This is not about panic buying. It is about smart timing, about recognizing patterns, and about staying one step ahead, so that when shelves change, you are not the one caught off guard. Like and subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Your support means everything. 1. Shelf-stable foods and canned goods. Shelf-stable foods and canned goods are some of the most practical items you can pick up at Dollar Tree. But they only become truly valuable when you think beyond the price and start focusing on how they actually fit into your daily life. Many shoppers see low prices and instinctively grab multiple items, assuming they are saving money. But without a plan, that approach often leads to waste. The smarter move is slower, more intentional, and far more effective. What makes these items powerful is not taste. It is consistency and readiness. Canned soups, beans, rice, noodles, and simple packaged foods can sit quietly in your pantry for months, even years, waiting for the exact moment you need them. That moment might be a busy week, bad weather, or a sudden budget squeeze. Having food ready, without needing to think, saves both time and stress. There is also one key habit that experienced shoppers rely on. Test before you stock. Buy 1 or 2 items first. Try them in a normal meal, and only go back for more if they actually work for your routine. Because once you find something reliable, it is worth keeping on hand. 2. Batteries, various types. Batteries are one of those items that seem unimportant. Right up until the exact moment, everything depends on them. And that moment always arrives without warning. At Dollar Tree, batteries are often overlooked, hanging quietly in small packs. Not flashy, not exciting, but incredibly useful when you need them most. One dead remote, one flashlight that will not turn on, or one small device that suddenly stops working. And you realize how quickly a normal situation can become frustrating. The key is understanding their role. These are not premium batteries designed for high-drain electronics. They are your safety net. AA and AAA batteries from Dollar Tree work best when you spread them out. A pack in the kitchen drawer, one in the car, one in an emergency kit. That way, no matter where you are covered. A simple habit makes a big difference. Buy a pack each time you visit. It feels small, almost insignificant. But over time, you build a reliable zapace without ever feeling the cost. And when storms hit, or outages happen, batteries are always among the first things to disappear. Having them before that moment means you stay calm, while others are left searching. 3. Battery-powered LED motion sensor lights. Battery-powered LED motion sensor lights are one of those small items at Dollar Tree that people walk past without a second thought, mainly because the packaging looks simple, the size is compact, and nothing about them feels urgent. But the value of these lights does not show up until the exact moment you need instant illumination, and by then, waiting to buy them is already too late. What makes them powerful is independence. They do not rely on outlets. They do not require installation. And they work even when your home's power is completely down. You can place one in a hallway, under a sink, inside a closet, near a doorway, or even keep one in your car. The motion sensor feature adds another layer of convenience. The light turns on automatically when it detects movement, saving battery life and removing the need to search for a switch in the dark. They are not premium, and they are not designed to replace full lighting systems, but they solve real problems instantly. And because similar products in other stores often cost significantly more, experienced shoppers tend to grab several at once. When outages happen, or when people suddenly realize they need backup lighting, these are among the first items to disappear from the shelves. 4. Basic first aid supplies. Basic first aid supplies are the kind of items most people assume they already have, until the exact moment they need them. And suddenly, something important is missing. At Dollar Tree, these supplies are simple, compact, and easy to overlook. But they play a critical role when small accidents happen and quick action matters. A minor cut, a scrape, a headache, or a sudden discomfort. These are everyday situations, yet without the right items nearby, they quickly become more stressful than they need to be. The real value here is not about replacing a full medical kit. It is about coverage and convenience. Bandages, antiseptic wipes, gauze, and basic over-the-counter pain relievers can be placed in multiple locations. A few in the kitchen, a few in the bathroom, some in your car, and a small set in a bag you carry. That way, no matter where you are never caught unprepared. Another important point is that many of these products contain the same active ingredients as more expensive brands, meaning for everyday use, they can serve as a reliable backup. The key is to check expiration dates, avoid overbuying, and focus on items you will actually use. Preparedness is not about having more. It is about having what you need, exactly when you need it. 5. Oral care essentials. Oral care essentials are the kind of everyday items that quietly run out at the worst possible time. And when they do, they immediately disrupt your routine in ways that feel surprisingly frustrating. At Dollar Tree, toothbrushes, toothpaste, and floss may look basic, small, and easy to ignore, but having backups ready can save you from those inconvenient last-minute store runs that no one enjoys. The real advantage here is not about replacing your favorite premium products. It is about building a simple, reliable backup system. A worn-out toothbrush, an empty toothpaste tube, or realizing you are completely out of floss right before you need it. These small moments add up quickly. By picking up one item at a time during regular visits, you slowly build a pass that feels effortless, but becomes incredibly useful over time. Another benefit is flexibility. Because these items are compact, you can keep a set in your bathroom, another in your travel bag, and even one in your car. Whether you are traveling, hosting guests, or just trying to avoid small daily inconveniences, having extras makes everything smoother. And once more, shoppers begin thinking this way. These small essentials tend to disappear faster than expected. 6. Cleaning products. Cleaning products are one of those categories that quietly disappear right when you need them most. And suddenly, every surface in your home reminds you that you should have planned ahead. At Dollar Tree, the bottles are small, the packaging is simple, and nothing about them feels premium. But they handle the everyday messes that actually matter, and they do it without forcing you to spend more than necessary. The real advantage is flexibility and convenience. These compact cleaners fit easily under a sink, in a secondary bathroom, inside a laundry corner, or even in a small cleaning caddy you can grab quickly when something spills. You do not need oversized bottles for every situation. Sometimes having the right product within reach is far more valuable than having a large supply stored far away. For common tasks, like wiping countertops, cleaning sinks, freshening up bathrooms, or handling small spills, these products do exactly what they need to do. The smart approach is simple. Try a few options, see what works best for your space, and then build small backups over time. Because once people realize which cleaning products offer real value at this price, those specific items tend to sell out quickly, and when they return, they are not always the same. 7. Zip bags and aluminum foil. Zip bags and aluminum foil are the kind of everyday essentials that stay invisible, right up until the moment they are gone. And that is when their true value becomes obvious. At Dollar Tree, these items look simple, almost too basic to think about. but they quietly solve dozens of small problems that show up in daily life, especially when you are trying to stay organized, reduce waste, and keep things running smoothly. Zip bags are far more versatile than most people realize. Beyond storing food, they are useful for portioning dry goods, organizing freezer items, keeping small objects together, protecting electronics from spills, and even holding wet clothes during travel. The smaller pack sizes at Dollar Tree actually work in your favor, allowing you to build your supply gradually, without spending too much at once. Aluminum foil works in a similar way. Simple, flexible, and incredibly useful. It can wrap food, line trays, cover leftovers, and even help with quick improvised cooking setups. Some people also keep foil in emergency kits because it is lightweight, easy to store, and adaptable in unexpected situations. The key is not to wait until you run out. Once more shoppers begin stocking up on these essentials, they tend to disappear quickly, and like many items, when they return, the quantity or quality is not always the same. 8. Grill racks. Grill racks are one of those items that do not seem necessary until the moment you do not have one, and suddenly you realize how limited your options are without it. At Dollar Tree, these racks look simple, lightweight, and easy to ignore, but they become incredibly useful in situations where a traditional cooking setup is not available, or when you need a quick, stable surface for heat-based tasks. The real strength of a grill rack is versatility. You can place it over a small portable burner, balance it between two solid surfaces, or use it as a support for pots, kettles, or small pans. It helps distribute weight evenly, reduces the risk of tipping, and gives you a safer, more controlled cooking surface in improvised setups. This becomes especially valuable during power outages, outdoor cooking, camping, or any situation where your usual kitchen tools are not accessible. Another advantage is how easy they are to store. They are thin, lightweight, and require no assembly, meaning you can keep one in your car, a storage bin, or an emergency kit without taking up space. Beyond cooking, they can also be used as trivets, cooling racks, or quick heat-resistant surfaces when needed. Because they are not an obvious everyday purchase, many people overlook them, but once awareness spreads, they tend to disappear quickly from shelves. And like many practical items, when they come back, they may not always offer the same size or durability. 9. Plastic tarps. Plastic tarps are one of those items you rarely think about until the exact moment you need to cover, protect, or block something immediately, and nothing else works as fast. At Dollar Tree, these tarps look thin, simple, and easy to ignore. But their real value shows up in unexpected situations where speed matters more than perfection. A sudden rain, a leak inside your home, wet floors during cleaning, or furniture left outside. All of these problems need a quick solution. A tarp can be unfolded in seconds, creating a protective barrier against water, dirt, or damage without requiring tools or setup. That simplicity is what makes it so useful. They are also lightweight and easy to store. You can keep one in your car, in a storage bin, or in your garage, ready to use at any time. In emergencies, they become even more valuable, helping cover broken windows, protect belongings, or create temporary shelter. 10. Candles, pillar candles, and tea lights. Candles are one of those simple items that feel unnecessary, right up until the moment the lights go out and everything changes instantly. At Dollar Tree, pillar candles and tea lights are inexpensive, easy to store, and often overlooked, but they provide a steady, reliable source of light that does not depend on electricity or batteries. When power outages happen, that reliability becomes incredibly valuable. Pillar candles, especially the taller ones in glass, burn longer and provide consistent light in one place, making them ideal for maintaining visibility in a main room. Tea lights, on the other hand, are smaller and more flexible, allowing you to spread light across multiple areas, creating a balanced, softer illumination throughout your space. Another benefit is the calm atmosphere they create. Unlike flashlights, which can feel harsh and directional, candles offer a steady glow that makes it easier to move around and stay relaxed during unexpected situations. When demand rises, especially during storms or outages, candles are always among the first to disappear. 11. Hand sanitizer with 70% alcohol. Hand sanitizer with 70% alcohol or higher is a small item, but it solves a big problem the moment soap and water are not available, and that moment comes more often than people expect. At Dollar Tree, these bottles are compact, affordable, and easy to carry, making them a simple but reliable part of everyday preparedness. Whether you are commuting, shopping, or touching shared surfaces, having sanitizer nearby helps you act immediately instead of waiting. The most important detail is the alcohol level. Products with 70% or higher are far more effective at reducing germs when proper hand washing is not possible. Taking a few seconds to check the label ensures you are getting something that actually works, not just something convenient. Another advantage is how easy it is to keep multiple bottles in different places. One in your bag, one in your car, one at your desk, and one at home creates a system where you are always covered. It is a small habit, but it builds consistent protection over time. 12. Backup cooking utensils. Backup cooking utensils are one of those items you rarely think about, until the exact moment something breaks, melts, or simply disappears, and suddenly you cannot cook the way you normally do. At Dollar Tree, basic utensils like heat-resistant spoons, spatulas, and forks may look simple and inexpensive, but they become incredibly valuable when you need a quick replacement or a reliable backup. The real purpose of these tools is not to replace your best kitchen equipment. It is to give you a second option when things do not go as planned. A plastic spoon that melts on a hot surface, a spatula that snaps in the middle of cooking, or a missing utensil at the worst possible time. These small disruptions can turn a simple meal into a frustrating experience. Having backups ready keeps everything moving smoothly. They are also useful beyond the kitchen. These utensils can be kept in a car, a camping bag, or an emergency kit, making them perfect for outdoor cooking, portable burners, or unexpected situations where you still need to prepare food. Their compact size and low cost make it easy to store them without taking up space or spending much money. Once more people realize how practical it is to have extra utensils on hand, these items tend to disappear quickly, especially during busy seasons or when demand suddenly increases. And like many everyday essentials, when they come back, they may not always be the same quality or design. If you find this content helpful, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Every subscription truly motivates us and brings us closer to our goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for your support.